All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In the truck today, coming at you with a little talk on natural limits, natural standards in the current day and age. I mean, with the new, I wouldn't even say it is surprising, but the new news that has come out about Alex Eubank, I guess he's hopping on the sauce or whatever. And in his video, he even tells other people, if you're interested in taking TRT or whatever, because that's what they call it now. Really, it's just steroids. But if you're interested in taking it, here's the link, man. Hop on, use my discount code. And a lot of people, especially in the natural community, they're like, it's really sad to see, right? It's like, it's sad. This guy, he was natural, which I'll just say right now, I don't think he is entirely or has been entirely natural in the past. I have had my thoughts about him in the past, just from his actions and stuff. He's not really I guess you could say, an authentic creator. That's just my opinion. He's always hopped on the basic, like the trends that are going on in the fitness industry. Like he did the carnivore trend, right? He did the Christian trend before he even did the carnivore trend. He's done all these trends, and it's sad to say, but there is a trend now about TRT, and it's pretty much been a trend for a long time now. All your favorite, fake natty fitness influencers, they're all taking it. So, I'm not really surprised to see it from a guy that was never really authentic to begin with, but I'm not really going to chirp too much on that because so many other people have talked about it, and honestly, I just don't really care. What I want to talk about is one thing that he said in his video, and it has to do with natural limits, natural limitations, and what the current, what the current kind of mindset is when it comes to being natural. Most guys, they think the same way that Alex Eubank thinks. They think they'll train hard for 5 to 8 years, maybe 10 years, and they'll gain all the muscle that they could have gained naturally. And then they're done. They plateau, and that's it. And that just couldn't be further from the truth. And to see a guy like Alex Eubank say that, when, I've watched videos of him training, and he doesn't really train that hard. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And I know everyone's like, oh, you just got to train hard, right? In the Jeff Nippard reaction video I made, if you guys haven't watched that, it's my most recent video. You can go watch it. I say train hard, right? He says train hard in his video, and I was kind of talking about it a little bit. I don't want to be one of those guys that just says train hard and that's it in the video. How do we actually define training hard? I would say training to failure every set, or, pretty damn close to failure, right? If you don't know what failure is, it's when you can't lift the weight anymore, right? You can't push it, you can't pull it anymore. Your freaking arm's about to rip out of your socket, your legs, they can't get the squat up, they can't get the weight up. Now, obviously, do that in, a pretty safe setting, especially if you're training solo, I'm a training partner, but you guys can kind of get the idea, right? Train to failure basically every set. And I'm not talking 1 rep maxes. I'm talking at the hypertrophy level or whatever, right? Rep range 5 to 12 or whatever you want to call it. Do that. Train to failure every set right there. And that's pretty much it for your training. Obviously, you want to do the movements that are going to matter. And I'll say right now, begin your workouts with the basic movements. What are the basic movements? Barbell bench press, heavy dumbbell rows, either barbell rows, dumbbell rows, squats, okay? Heavy shoulder presses. Get really good at doing all of that. I know I forgot a few, but basically all the really good free weight movements. Start your workouts with those, and then you can do the machine movements later on for the second part of your workout, right? The back end half of your workout, okay? Because then you're already fried, and you can sit on that nice little Ferrari seat and just pump out reps, right? Do a shit ton of reps on the machine, and you'll be golden. You do all that to failure, right? How I just said to do it. And when it comes to training, you're going to be good. Now, diet, obviously you're going to want to be in a surplus, right? No shit when it comes to that. How big your surplus is depends on your starting point, where you're at. Everyone's going to be at different starting points. But if you're trying to gain weight, put on muscle, you need to be on a surplus, okay? I keep myself within a 300 to 500 calorie surplus. Don't need any more. I don't want to get fat. Our bodies are not able to just turn every single extra calorie into muscle. It doesn't work like that, right? If it did, people wouldn't be fat, okay? People that eat a shit ton and train, they wouldn't be fat, right? They'd be the size of C-bone, right? It's just, that's not the way the body works. So find what works for you, okay? If you want to know more about that, I'll talk about it a bunch in a bunch of my previous videos. So there's not going to be a limit, right? Everyone's like, oh, train hard naturally, do what I just said for 8 years. And a lot of guys don't even do what I just said for 8 years, then they just hop on the sauce, right? Do that, train like that, and eat a surplus. Actually go through a bulk. That is another thing that I don't think Alex Eubank has ever done. Actually gone on a real natural bulk. I don't think he's ever done that. So it's just sad to see, right? It's like this new mindset, this new trend that everyone's on, right? Everyone wants the shortcut. No one wants to do the hard work. And that's what it boils down to. I can talk all day about this, but it's just the current mindset of things, especially when it comes to natural guys. And I would just like to ask guys who do believe that, like, is that really how you want to be remembered by people? You took the easy way out instead of training your ass off, building every ounce of muscle that you could have naturally, doing it the right way, instead just taking the shortcut because it was trendy, or it's because what society was pressuring you to do or whatever. Everyone says that, societal pressure. Is that really how you want to be remembered? Because in my eyes, that's some weak shit right there. That is, and I hate to say it like this, that's a bitch mentality. Absolutely 100% bitch mentality. That's not the way I want to go out, okay? I'm going to be training naturally for as long as I can go, right? Till I die, okay? I'll never take that shit. Because when you take something like that, odds are you got to keep taking it to keep producing testosterone. That's how those drugs work. And I'm not like some, testosterone professional or whatever, some steroid professional. But from the videos I've watched, that's how it works. Okay, if you hop on this stuff, you're going to need to continue taking it for, pretty much the rest of your life if you want your body to keep reproducing or producing testosterone naturally. I know I butchered that up, but that's the basic gist to it. And a lot of guys don't think about this stuff. They're just like, oh, I just want to be massive. Well, you got to be smart. You got to think about the long-term side effects. You can't just be like, oh, I want to be big. I've reached my natural limit, which is, probably bullshit, okay? Because you're never going to reach your natural limit. That's just the truth of the matter. And yeah, I know this is kind of turning into like just a rant video, but it was something I needed to get off my chest. And it's really sad to see, but am I surprised? Not really, okay? I just hate to see guys talk about how they've reached their natural limit when, it's obvious that they have not put in the work. It's just sad to see. And this channel is going to be a lot different than that, okay? And I know I only got like 2.8K subscribers now. It doesn't really matter to me, but, we'll get there, right? Maybe not 2 million, 3 million followers or subscribers like Alex Eubank, which that's a whole nother thing you can talk about, the massive influence this guy's having on the youth of tomorrow, but that's a topic for another day. Guys, that's pretty much it for this one. I'm gonna head home. I'm fucking exhausted. All right, I trained Monday to Thursday. Today's Friday. I'm gonna take an off day because work has been kicking my ass. Long ass days here, and I'm going to go have a few beers, relax tonight, get back on my grind tomorrow. But guys, as always, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.